We will start soon. I'm currently just speed eating mac and cheese. I'm speed eating mac and cheese. They know this mac and cheese fucking slaps.
Sometimes I don't. If I like a moment, me, personally, I don't like to have the distraction again. I just want to stay in it.
Okay, we're homie. I'm not the brightest, okay? I just devoured an entire bowl of mac and cheese in like the span of 5 minutes. I am not doing good. Anyways, say hello to our wonderful categories, which I think most of these are pretty self-explanatory. This is just add insult to injury to whoever I put in here. This is me just calling someone a bottom. TLDR. Well, not TL. FYI, that's just me calling someone a bottom. let's hop right to the stream with our dearest Magus. Oh. Okay, this is not Magus's normal design. He just sent in his Catboy version for some godforsaken reason. I love his actual design and his lore. I would both. Honestly, I'm the type to just say yes, both. It is a canon thing that despite I have a little thing with him where no matter what, even if he's an evil scientist, I don't care, he's getting head pats. Actually, that's the way I mostly became friends with him. I kept threatening head pats on him in his Twitch chat, and boom, he knows to deal with me. Great guy. You should check him out. Silly little man here. Mad scientist type of guy. Oh god, I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name is the thing. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I want head pats. Okay, pats for you. I'm guessing it's Grybatch, but the thing is, I'm really bad at it. I think this is a German name, so I don't know how to pronounce that. I think it's German. I don't know shit. Although admittedly, smash. I love his design. Like, such a good design, honestly. Plus, he's another digital creature. Bonus points for that. Grybatch, like the orchestra dude. Do you think I know shit about orchestra? I was a band kid. I do seriously love his design, though. I always love color combinations where, like, everything is one very everything is a sort of color. Like, everything is either warm or cool, and then you have one of the opposite color. Like, the yellow really stands out in his design. I still love it. I absolutely adore his design, honestly. I'm also just very gay. Ah, yes. Our favorite Eldritch Horror in the chat. You are going into both. Like, you are very patable. I don't care if you're tall as shit. You're very patable. You're very patable, and also probably would. I can be very shameless. Sometimes I probably would. Eldritch Horror, nah. Zoom in, I want to see. Eldritch Horror, little guy. He did add something else to this. I think I should be good to click into this really quickly. Yeah. They also added this. Eldritch Horror Man actually found the guy through Abbot's whole thing. Because Abbot was doing an Adopt or Not stream, and I just went, hey, nice. How could you not smash? I probably would, but also you are very patable. You are also very patable. Like, that is, I don't care if you're a tall-ass Eldritch Horror, you are very patable. That is literally, there was a similar thing in the, Adopt or Not stream. We just went scary dog privileges. Okay, before I get into this, I can explain! Let's be picked up by Tall Man. I'm just gonna say, I am so down bad for Plague Doctor designs. Like, Plague Doctor designs are, if they're done well, they just hit different. Nico, shut up! Silence! Also, this crack doodle is great. That's just a side note. This crack doodle is great. Oh, we don't know how to act. Yeah, I'm gonna filter this shit in your cage now. You can't ground me! Anyways, honestly, there's so much I love about this design. The main things is, I just realized that there's a very big color contrast between, like, the overall outfit and the mask. Because the mask has more of a pink tinge to it. You can't! You can't. I feel like that probably just glitched out my model, but I don't care. Like, oh! This design, it is so good. I love designs like these. You can't. Please, seriously, drop it. This is such a good design, though. I adore this one. Side note, Ryan Theo was planning to join in, but he didn't get his PNG done in time, so... Ah, yes. Snick. You're getting a big ol' pat. Given you don't bite me. Like... It's a pretty cute... It is a pretty cute design for being, you know, like, a snake, actually. I'm pretty sure they're a PNG tuber, and just very patable. Why is he a fuzzy snake? Because. Fuzzy. Why not? Oh, wait. Okay, it's a demon danger noodle. I read dragon for a minute instead of demon. I was like, wait a damn minute. Love this design. I'll probably go back to some of these designs because there is a thing coming up that I'm going to be a bit harsher on. Cause Fang, hold up. I feel like this is just gonna show my indecisiveness. It's just gonna show, like, how indecisive I am. Mate, what's with the chat box? I think it's broken. Hold on. Wait, did I never turn it back on? I need to check something. Did I never, like... Ah! Okay, I was just looking at the wrong thing. Did I never turn on... No, my chat is able to work. Yeah. Streamlabs just says fuck you with me sometimes. So, it's not working. It's only with my actual VTuber model. I don't, or at least that's how it's gone so far. I don't know what the fuck is up with that. Anyways, we shall continue. Chat box aside. Ah, yes. The fish. They don't have pronouns here. Okay. I've noticed them around a fair amount in my notifications. Like, I've seen them around a fair amount. And also, just look at this little guy. I'm not going to judge the overall design because I think this is a Vroid model, which makes it a bit more of an issue to judge because unlike live 2D models, you are very limited with Vroid. Because there's not as much customizability. I cannot fucking English, despite the fact that it is my first language. Honestly, big ol' pat. Look at this cute little face. You cannot look at that and tell me it isn't patable. So patable. Also, ignore the fact I have two of this guy. I don't know how I did that. But it's too late to go back now. Very patable, though. I don't care if they a fish. I'm gonna pat them. They're supposed to be a fish? Yeah. Their name makes it a lot more obvious. But they're meant to be a fish. They a fish. Thought they were an alien or suffer radiation poisoning. Now that's a fish. They look very squishy. Ah, yes, this poor man who was bit crunched into hell. Okay, the actual model being a bit rough aside. Nope. This is very hard to control, apologies. I gotta cease to exist for a second. Pat. Have a pat. Pat. But poor dude is bit crunched into hell. Like, this is... Like, okay, it's a lot more obvious if you were on, say, like a phone and you can zoom in, but he is very bit crunched. Poor dude's a bit pixelated. But, like, model issues aside, patable. Pat. I do like Fox designs, it's just this one is a bit plain, but it's better than some of the stuff on this list, I will say. Got a few things coming up that are a bit odd. Ah, yes, Zealot. They're meant to be an undead king type of character. Now, art style aside, I've seen them around a lot. They are, from what I can tell, they are pretty nice. I say pat. Pat. Art style aside in here, does he look like he was a plushie that got air sucked in? What? Why did he look like he was a plushie that got air sucked into a bag? Girl, what are you on about? One! Your English is... Like, if he was a plushie... you throw into a bag that got the air sucked out of it. Are we talking about Zealot, or are we talking about Walter? Because from what I can tell, Zealot is a pretty new artist. The fox guy. Or wolf, what is he? This is definitely a fox. Bit crunched aside. I don't know, squish Dorito back. Anyways, let's actually keep on Zealot. I'm pretty sure they're a new artist, so I'm not gonna be too hard on the art style here, but the design idea is really nice, in my opinion. The contrast colors here on the boots. Overall, it does look pretty good, in my opinion. Plus, the hair and skin being a lot lighter of a color than basically everything else helps draw attention to it. I really like this design, even if the art style is lacking a bit. Ah, yes. Okay, this, I'm pretty sure, was the first person to submit something into this. This madman appeared day one of this post. Going to be a bit more harsh. Why is half the cape glowing red and not blue? It's probably meant to be like a space type of gradient effect. Although, I'm definitely not gonna be too harsh on them. I think they're a new artist. That would just be a dick move to be too hard on them, really. Because this is an art critique. This is more of a design smash or pass type of thing. Anyways. Back to... What the fuck is your name? Mana? I think it's Mana. Bro, just call him Mason. Well, that's clearly not the name. I'm pretty sure that they were, like, legit the first person to just fucking appear. Like, day one when I put this out. Gotta say, probably once. Maybe falling into this category. You cannot tell me that this guy would be able to top me. That's a bottom. No, I don't even know if they're gonna see this, but that's a bottom. That's just a bottom. That's just a very bottom design, but it probably falls more into the once maybe area. Look at his hat in case he can ever dabber your ass into the bed. Gotta say, the design definitely benefits from the cape and the wizard hat, though. Because without it, it's like, you look like a basic protagonist of, like, an anime. Without it, it's like a basic anime protagonist type of outfit, excluding, like, the whole like, skirt type of thing down here. With the cape, though, it helps draw attention to a lot of them. Was there cookie? No. I do really like the design overall. It's nice. It's simple enough that it's like doesn't look like a pain in the ass to draw. Doesn't have Genshin syndrome, but it's complex enough that it's like recognizable. If you showed me the silhouette for this guy, hat or not, I would probably be able to guess which character it is. Yes, our second Vroid model and our only other Vroid model. I like the idea behind this guy, and I can't give too much of a critique on it because of the fact that, as stated with Finley over there, it's a Vroid model. There's not a lot of customization. Also, man, let me into his computer. I am eating his files. But, I can't critique the design too much other than, say, the hair color and general ideas. And also, I'm pretty sure that this is meant to be more of a, how do I say it? Basically, like, a more of self-insert type of VTuber model than a otherwise one. Because based off the intro that's been put here, I'm guessing that this guy, that the character here is very based off the person themselves. That's my best guess. I just realized how low the average wait. Yeah, I think that's like the average time between frames. That is so low. Oh dear. Very paddable little design here. Thanks for letting me into your computer. Okay, I gotta say, I do actually love this design too. Oh god, hey, be nice! Plus, this is more of a skeleton than an actual furry. Anyways, I do actually overall like their design. That's for you. Because, honestly, it's a good idea, and I like the pixelated style of it. I'm guessing that this is another case of a PNG tuber. Or pre-debut VTuber, which, honestly, just gonna say, I do really love this design. Whenever you have, like, a dark versus a light color of the same shade or similar shade, it's always gonna turn out good somehow. It's always gonna look nice. Is that dollar symbol on his head? I think it's meant to just be an S, because their name is, Skage. It might also be a dollar symbol on their head, I'm not certain. But that aside, I really like the design. It's giving me massive Mewtwo vibes. And I mean that positively. Well, actually, no, not Mewtwo. Espeon. Wrong fucking Pokemon brain. How with the two tails and everything. Very much Espeon vibes, very much like it. Plus, glasses on skeleton. Good meme material. Oh, no. God, this is one of the reasons I have the neither category. 'Cause that's a potato. I cannot smash your pet a potato. This person, I've seen them around a lot on my account too. They are so ridiculous to see around. Like, I think that they're a, yeah, they're a philosophy and motivational VTuber. They are so so chaotic from what I've seen from them so far on my account. This just seals the deal. My my eyes. Just this. I've laughed way too hard when I first got this submission. It is way funnier than it should be. Lloyd Tupo, you're a fucking madman. Love ya. Chaos. This gives me a very similar vibe to that just coffee VTuber. Very similar vibe to that. But a potato. The, like, MS Paint art makes it even better. Why does he have gotcha lifestyle eyes? Stylistic choice, probably, in my best guess. Might also just be done because it looks a lot funnier. But yeah, like, the bullshit MS Paint quality art makes this way funnier than it should be. It makes it way funnier than it should be. Oh, okay, muscles. Pat pat. Put that face on one of those AI face mover things. Okay, so this is one of the weirder submissions. I went through their account to try and figure out what the fuck they're on about. Because everything except the last bit here, which is their profile picture, looks like crack doodles. It looks like crack doodles. And I'm just so, and like, they're getting pats because I get the idea behind the design. It's a cool one, I get, in a way. But their whole thing is like, their whole thing is a bit debatable. I'm not the biggest fan of it myself, but I guess someone might be. Let's just silently move on, shall we? Okay, Moon Dancer. Come here. Oh fuck, Walter moved. Let's get Walter back to his place. Fuck it. I love this design. It, like, in theory, it looks like it would fall into the gotcha kid cringe type of design philosophy, but I personally really like it. I really like the design. The one tilted ear as well just kind of seals it. It's such a cute design, in my opinion. They're also a similar case to both Remy and Magus, where they use two different models. They're a gender fluid VTuber, if I remember right. Because I go through a lot of the people who went into this accounts. Yeah, they're bi gender, so they have two models for it. I honestly love this design, though. Also, fishnet shirt. Yeah. Love it. Just, something about their design is so good. So you get it. I love this design, though. Plus, silly genderqueer person. Ah, the Dawn. I don't know what their whole thing is. And also, like, the crab pincers is a bit strange. I mean, you're getting head pats. You're getting head pats. That's the most I can give you. But this is definitely one of these stranger designs I've seen. I'm also pretty sure they just copy and pasted the pincers across. No shit to that. I do it a lot myself when I'm making some designs sometimes. I have a big issue of copy and pasting and, like, using the symmetry tool. But it's a bit obvious. How would you even pat him? I levitate for a reason. This shit is the reason. I've managed to pat Abba, a 7-foot tall dude. I can pet anyone if I want. I am very much willing to pet Luxin when they return. Look, I get the design concept. I think that's because you can use a stool. No. Nico is canonly 5'8". Abba is over 7 feet tall. I would have to get either two footstools or just fucking levitate. I just fucking levitate. It's funnier. But I get the concept. I think they're meant to be a mafia boss type. Yeah, they're a mafia boss type. I get the design concept, but not my personal thing. Not my personal thing. You're getting hit pets. You're getting hit pets. Not my personal thing. Cool design though. Ah yes. Zombie. Why do none of you have pronouns in your bios? I swear to God. I'm guessing this is the guy. Looks very male, to my knowledge. You? Yeah, smash. Is he Italian? Please, he has to be. Oh no. I honestly do really like this design because the purple against like the green skin of you know, zombie and all is really cool. It's a really nice color or look because you don't usually see green and purple next to each other much. So it's very nice to see this kind of design. Plus the plaid on the majority of the designs is really cute. A corpse walker. Yes, a little their name is actually Glitch, and I was like, yes. Fueled by caffeine and spite. Okay, that's just a mood. That's just a mood there. That is great. Krilio was planning to join, but they... Okay. Here's the reminder that everything I say is meant to either be in good fun or genuine critique. Because this guy is definitely one that I'm gonna have suffered to be nice about. Okay, let's just get this over with. I think I get the concept. I think they're an alien. I think that they're an alien, but the design is too simple. It's way too simple. Like, a good example of a simple VTuber design is, say, Luxin. Like, Luxin or Magus. Hell, I would even say, Plague Doctor guy, I forgot his name, would work. But this is just too simple that it's forgettable. Like, I get the idea probably, but like this just reads as a normal guy who's oddly pale instead of like an alien hip-hop producer like they say in their bio. Like, this just gives just a random guy instead of like the alien hip-hop producer that their bio says that they're meant to be based on. I get if this is a case of pit crew or whatever they use to make this being super limited in what they have, but like, come on, it's so simple to the point where it's forgettable. Because Magus has a very simple design, or Luxin, although Luxin's is a bit more memorable because he's literally an eldritch horror. Magus literally has the mad scientist trope, black hair, and like a basic suit. Basic laboratory uniform. So that would be a bit forgettable if it wasn't for the fact that Magus naturally played into that role so much. And the fact that it's like very much, and the fact it doesn't literally look like a random dude. This just looks like a guy you see on the sidewalk in like a fictional movie. I am so sorry to say it that roughly, but this is such a plain design. This is such a plain design. I'm sorry. Just no. Anyways, on to one of the best character designs in here. It's a very tropey design, I will say. It's a very tropey design. It's an angel demon. But it's such a good way. It's done so well that I can take it. Like, I can take this guy and not in a fight. It is such a good design in my opinion. Like, sure, it's a bit cliche with the general idea behind it, but I love the design so much. I don't know what an affilium is, but I'm not gonna ask. Legit, though, this is such a good design in my opinion. Cause the wings, not only do the wings like help solidify the demon angel thing, but they also help solidify a really good silhouette. I know that I rely a lot on my tail to give my design a good silhouette, along with horns and ears and general hair shape. But stuff like wings and, as said, horns are really good for stuff like that. Plus, I think that's a pocket watch. Helps kind of seal together like a sort of regal old time idea, which just smash. Next question. Really nice design. Top tier. Top tier. Okay, onto ankle. I clicked on their profile. I meant to just hover over it. Lives on Twitch. Okay, that's beside the point though. Okay. So, I should have expected to get a femboy on here. Oh god, a twink. And I gotta say, this is a really good design in my opinion. I'm definitely top though. Like, I like the appearance of the design. They have a very like identifiable look with the way that their hair is parted. With the way that their hair is parted and that their ears are done. Silence! Anyways. I do really like their design. I don't know which is their normal design they go with, because we have two different outfits here, but I'm guessing the first one. But I'm just gonna say, both versions of the design, great. This one gives like a more woodsy feel to it. And this one just straight up femboy. That's just a femboy. Pat pat. But yeah, would probably hit. You and I'm top, cause just, it's a femboy. Swiper, no swiping. Listen here, you dipshit. But yeah, I just really like their design. And that is the leaderboard finished. We have more smashes than I actually expected when we went after actually going through it. Cause the designs that are like, I love most of the designs on this list. But like, the smash 110% are just, these two categories, they just very much hit different. Especially the Plague Doctor. Yeah. Are you glad that none of these people are actually watching this? I mean, Luxon was before he had to evaporate for a bit. Because the way I'd be put into the coffin. Yeah, I'm probably... It's a good thing that my chat is broken this time, I think. Because you would absolutely be punted. I didn't say some of the stuff you put in chat because I didn't want I didn't want to give any offense to people. Specifically on the her little skeleton guy here. But yeah, pretty proud of that. Went pretty well in my opinion. Just let me get you all here. My chat's still probably not gonna work knowing my luck, but we are now just into the just chatting part of the segment. I'm definitely gonna do this again some other day. And just, seriously though, sometimes you should really hold your tongue. Like, I didn't read some of the stuff you said because I didn't want to be mean to anyone. We throw that into the masses! It's actually kind of fun to me that I did a tier list for once. Should we go through and do some other Smasher passes really quickly? Perella, there is a difference between being rated baby and not being a dick. Did you get new submissions? No. Submissions closed yesterday for it. But, I'm debating doing some other Smasher passes for games. Or I could just turn this into, like, trying to work on a video stream. Didn't you say you want to do a Genshin version? Yeah, I'm planning to. I'm looking for them really quickly right now, though. Okay, so I found a tier list that has literally fucking everyone. And even it even includes the Fatui, so I'm gonna quickly do something. Alright. So I'm gonna quickly edit these, and then I will get back to screen sharing. Now, because a lot of the Genshin characters are women, we're going off of We're going off of favorites. Don't know what that was about. Doesn't like me for some reason. I think it has too many images. So sorry that you made me. Perla, there is a difference between being comfortable in a streamer's stream and being and just being a dot in the crowd. What we are hopefully going for is in the middle. I don't want to keep having this kind of conversation with you. Okay, let's get to this next one. Okay, there we go. Anywho, as I just said, because we are dealing with Genshin and most of the characters are fucking female, or at least more than half of them are, to my knowledge, we're going off of personal favorites and designs. Grim doesn't make rude comments to my knowledge, and Cosmos is here so little and has given me so little of a reason to give them any warnings like that I haven't had to. Now let's just focus on the stream, okay? As said, most of these are women or children, so we're going off personal favorites and my opinions, bitches. Don't get hussy. Anywho. Baiju. God, I don't like having to admit that, stuff like this, but when it comes to Baiju, I don't care if he is weak as shit. Smash. Something about Reptile. Oh man, just hits different. Also, I don't remember any of the Fatui names other than Tartaglia and, French. The knave. So, and also Dodator, whoever the fuck he is. Also, I think this man's name is Panatone. I don't know the Fatui names very well, TLDR. And French. I don't know how to pronounce her actual name, so I'm just gonna call her the Knave. Speaking of which, I need to add a thing really quickly where it's like her, like them. Just called her Apollo. We're gonna ignore the fact that it's having issues there. Anyways. I really like her design, and she's said to be a Pyro Polearm from the leaks I've seen. She looks like she'll be... She seems like she'd be fun if I have the sanity. So, for a character so far, it's Apollo and Alzheimer's disease. Let me just change this so it's not as in your fucking face color. Gonna quickly do a color change for everything. Look, he's old and his friends hurt. Listen! I don't think you saw, okay? So silence. Let me have my kind of strange tastes. Keep away from the other. Oh my god. Listen, it's a specific old man. Plus, he's more designed like he's 20. Let's be honest. That's just how all anime characters go. I don't know what the fuck your name is, and I honestly think your design is pretty mid. Like, if I remember correctly, he's from Conria, but not my kind of thing. I don't like his design too much. What the fuck is your design, bro? Okay, I don't know this character at all. Like, I don't know shit about him. And I'm guessing that's a guy. If that's a girl, I will be impressed. I don't know shit about this character. Don't even know where the hell they would, like, rank in the actual Fatui stuff. Random guy. Your design is mid, so I'm guessing you're mid. Now for Tartaglia, Cozy will kill you. I said, okay, I don't know what the hell that character is, so I will not put him above mid, because design's mid, in my opinion. Emphasis on my opinion. So, I'll just keep it like this. Cozy Sims for him run. I mean, I could get it. I can get it. Just realized I've been fucking around too much. There. I can get simping for him, but I don't know anything about him. Now this guy... This guy, if I remember correctly, his name is Panatone. He's like, rich bitch. Like his design, like the idea behind his personality. Like the general idea, but I don't know enough about it to put him into favorites. Because he talks and see where listen, your dies. Fucking dead. Also, side note, fuck you. Gonna get out of the way two characters that I really don't like. Where the fuck is Dory? Oh, there's Dodotor. What's that? There. No. Think it's because he has a deep voice or something? Oh, no. I need to make another tier or something really quickly. This is getting very messy. I don't care. I have these tiers to cover some characters because I know that I have a few characters where I'm like, I like the designs, but bitch. Honestly, a lot of the Fatui designs I really like. The Fatui designs are overall pretty good, except fuck you. Fuck you in particular. Now we're on to the actual character, excluding the Senor and these fuckers. I don't know who you guys are. Who are you? What are you doing here? Is that even a Genshin character? It's not in the same style. Putting you to the back. Anyways. Official. Our dear otherworldly princess. The Fatui member that appears in the comics. Fuck him anyways. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Official's personality, I'm not a big fan of. Like, I like the idea of a girl who may be so delusional that she even may just be a whole other dimensional princess, but I'm not the biggest fan of it myself. I like her bird though. Her bird slaps. He's great. From what I know, sadly most of Genshin's fucking interactions. Also, the other guy with the light green hair is the doctor. Bitch, did he just say light green? Did you just say light green? That is blue. That's blue. And I'm just chronically stupid, okay? I forgot to register this man for a minute. Anyways, Official's design, pretty good in my opinion. Really like it. Her personality is a bit iffy in my opinion. I've definitely seen worse, but worse. But not my favorite for certain. Good design, semi-bad personality. Then, hey, I really like her. I like her a fair amount, but I say she's honestly fairly mid when it comes to designs. I like the wolf ear stuff going on, or like more cat-like ears. But she, overall in the story, I fairly like her. It's just, I've definitely seen better from Genshin. In my opinion. I also don't have her in game yet, so I don't know enough about her, like, model to be able to judge too fairly. I don't have a lot of these characters, so I don't know too much about them. You just don't have a fucking in-game model. Fuck you. Kaveh. Fucking love Kaveh. Broke Architect. Love him. Really good design. Good design, good personality, good dumbassery. That was your personal favorite? I have other favorites for certain. Really like him though. Can't ignore the fact that I'm just suddenly changing stuff all the time. I am not good with this. I do really love I love a lot about him, but I wouldn't say favorite. Although admittedly I do relate to him the most. Ah yes, Candace. I'm gonna say her design is pretty bad. Like, I don't like her design too much. It's more of a case of how, like, strangely sexualized it is, in my opinion. Like, hold on, let me search it up so that I can actually, like, judge fairly. Let's hope this isn't a fucking mistake! Like, it seems like it wouldn't be fit for someone in the desert. Like, I can maybe get it, but considering how much skin is showing and how pale these damn characters are, I don't think this is fit for the desert too much. Although her hairstyle is pretty good in my opinion. Shield design's nice. But yeah, when it comes down to it, feels too sexualized. Do you prefer she wears a sweater? No, it's more of a case that, I want a character design that actually, like, feels like it would fit a bit more in the area. If I can actually get a good picture of her model there we go, there's a good picture of the model. In my opinion, it feels like a similar thing to Sino. where it's too much. Like, there's just too much overall. Although, someone still needs to seriously give Sino some clothes. That man is basically naked. I love her personality, but I think her design is mid to bad. Let him cook. Cook himself alive in the desert? Sure. Okay. Yelon. Love her design. It's great. But I haven't seen shit about her, so I am guessing her personality is mid to bad. I don't have Yelon. I don't have her voice lines, so I don't know much about her. Why? Because that's the fault of the game's fucking event system, but that is aside the point. I really think her design is really good, but her personality I don't know about enough, and from what I remember, it's a similar feeling to Lisa for me. I'm kind of scared of you, woman. Please stay away from me. Okay. I forgot your name. I like your design, and I have a fairly positive opinion on your personality. I honestly, she was one of the first characters I got. How are you a leopard? You're a scary cat. I mean, a leopard is a predator animal. She was one of the first pyro characters I got, including Toma, which we will get to him. Help. God, why is this so laggy? What is wrong with this? Anyways. I really like her design. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I forgot her name, actually. That's more of the issue. But I do genuinely like her overall design and personality. Fun fact, she embroiders you something in her birthday voice line. It's great. Love her. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. You're going to hate me for this, but it's her design better than, but her personality is I don't like it. And overall, I think her design is pretty mid. Like, in my opinion, eh. I will hunt you. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I'm not a fan of her design. I'm really not the biggest fan of it. I get the idea behind it. I get it. But I'm just not a big fan of it. Just don't like it much. I really just don't like it. Chi-Chi. I like her fairly. There's a lot of jokes about her appearing in your 10 polls, but her cute little design and her zombie traits, along with how, like, brain dead she is, basically, makes me just adore her characterization, along with her. Like, she is so cute. She is adorable. Love her. Oh, Bennett. Gonna just say, love Bennett. Like, I'm currently working on leveling him up because he's a great support, but also just, he is his characterization. I love him so much. This poor little man and his characterization. as just the most unlucky bastard you will ever meet. Wonderful. Love him a lot. He is very squishy. He's so unlucky and I love him so much. Oh, it's gonna be interesting when we got to the Fontaine characters. Ito. Okay, the bad design is more of because his model fucking sucks. Like, have you seen his damn model? He has stick arms. That is all that pisses me off. Like, that's all that pisses me off about him is his fucking stick arms. His damn stick arms annoy me so much, and I'm just sitting here like, ugh. Cause we have better models. Al-Haytham, where the fuck is he? There he is. Al-Haytham has a better model than this poor dude, which, it makes sense, cause he's after Ito, but why not just go back and add the arms of Al-Haytham's model onto him, given a little bit of resizing? Please. He doesn't need to have stick arms. I love his design otherwise. Otherwise, top tier. Great design overall. But the fucking stick arms will stick with my brain forever. Yow yow! I like you. Small, patable. The bell design in her hair is a bit interesting to me. I mostly like her little character. I mostly like her little buddy. Look at the little guy. Look at how round he is. Such a good little guy. And her design is overall really nice. As you'd probably kind of expect, she does fall into... Wait, she's from Liyue? I thought she was a Subaru character. Okay, that aside, I love her design overall. The little bell charms, all of the little bunny guys. Great design. Very cute. Okay, Scaramouche. Honestly, ignoring the fact that he is kind of a dick sometimes, especially when you first meet him, I overall really like him. Great DPS, and, honestly, a little fruity. I am usually not the type to, totally asshole characters sometimes, but just, I make a few exceptions sometimes. This is one of those goddamned exceptions. Not much to say. Also, I like the idea of stealing his hat. Scar Meow is also hilarious. I love him. Cookie. Mid. From what I know of her design, I like the idea of the character of the mask. I love her and her animation of her taking off said mask too. I like her design fairly, but in my opinion, it's still pretty mid, and it falls into another case of, say, Yalan, where I don't know shit about her personality. I don't have this character yet. I know she's a healer type and is in the group/gang Ito runs. But other than that, I know nothing. Because this game has a horrible issue of just not showing you characters. At all. It pisses me off. Anywho, Noelle. Good design. Nice design. I like it. It mixes together the maid and the Knight of Favonius designs really well. But her personality, after playing the poetry event, is annoying as shit. It is so annoying to me. I was trying to like her personality during the event. I don't know if it's just the event, but I can't stand her. Just, it is so annoying. Her design, great. Personality, I hate it. I love her design. The roses, the maid outfit mixed with the armor, all great. Just despise her design. Plus, she's also my currently only Geo character other than Traveler. I'm still salty about that. Razor, up you go. I love Razor. I don't know what about it, but just this tiny little wolf man is just so baby. I love him. Plus, I really want him for the fact he's Electro. Because all I have right now, that would be an actual okay Electro is Ka-Ching. And I want to use her. You like that? Don't say that about Razor. Jesus. Grim would fight you on that, by the way. Grim would very much fight you on that, but, I love Razor's design. Really mixes together, like, the whole wolf ideas, and also just baby. He's just a small. I love him so much. I adore this little man. He's very squishable. Okay, we're on a favorite streak now, because Toma as well. Toma, great personality, total house husband. Pretty good design in my opinion. I mean, it's definitely a bit heavy on the orange and black. Could do with a contrast color somewhere, other than, like, say, his eyes. But honestly, overall, great design. Love him very much. Total house husband material. Very patable. Very house husband. 10 out of 10. Shinhei. I don't want to call her personality bad, but I will call it mid. Okay, I need to actually change most of these to being bad/mid. I like her design, generally. Sure, it's a bit too tight on the suit, and there's like a fucking impossible thigh gap, but that just comes with the territory. But the issue comes with her personality a bit, in my opinion. It's like super mid. In the Archon quest, the only way that you will usually meet her, she is super quiet, which I can get. That's part of her characterization. But she is, like, quiet in the slightly creepy quiet kid way of those memes. He gives me, like, strange quiet. She gives me, like, that weird quiet kid vibes. Not saying it's a bad thing, but it's not my favorite. Now specify this is my fucking opinion. Hi, Zhao! His design is super mid for being a detective. Like, his design, if you looked at him, you would not think, oh, right, yeah, it's a detective. You would think, hold on, let me check what the hell. I don't have the best memory of designs, usually. Like, you would more think straight rat type of kid. How the hell do you think he goes undercover? I don't know. He's very open about his detective thing to the Traveler, and I don't know shit about what event he's from or anything. But this just looks like a fucking street rat out of context. Like, he makes no design sense. He makes no design sense as the detective. That art aside, this is an infamous piece of art. It is, we don't talk about that. There's also the fact that, like, he is, I don't know anything about the event stuff, But I'm guessing he's equally open in the events. It's just a case of his design makes no fucking sense. Not a big fan of his design. Good Animo Catalyst while I had him. Got quickly replaced for Wanderer. Sorry, little man. Oh, God. Okay, I put her in the correct slot. Her design? It's okay. I get the idea. She's an opera singer. I get that. It's pretty mid, though. Like, design probably could be better. God, I don't even remember her name. Yunjin. Okay. I don't know if it's just something with Geo characters, but most of them, in my opinion, have like either are super like mid in the way of personality, or super mid in the way of design, and she is just sadly both. Like, I enjoy the idea of her design. She's very much based on an opera singer. I'm pretty sure during the Archon quest, she literally does do opera singing, even if it's in Chinese, but... Oh, hi, Lumine. Yeet! Oh, we'll get to that in a minute again. I like the idea. She is honestly forgotten. Like, after you go through the Archon quest in Liyue, you entirely forget her. Which is not just a case on my part. I think basically everyone forgets she existed. I don't think I don't know if she's a 5-star or not, but I don't think she's even been on a banner in God knows how long. No one thinks of this character after the Archon quest. No one thinks of her after the Archon quest, and it's a bit sad in my opinion. I really like the idea behind her, but she just appears so little. Lumine! Can't judge on personality? Honestly, I fairly like the player character designs. Let's quickly get Aether in here as well. The player character designs, in my opinion, they're pretty good. Like, sure, the models do look a bit finicky, but that's just because they've, been around since the start. I really like both of their designs. Just realized Aether is a fair bit darker than Lumine, and that's kind of funny. The Traveler designs, pretty good, but I can't judge on personality because of the fact that, well, they're the player. They don't have much of a personality. Hell, they don't even talk much. Like, unless you go through their 1 billion voice lines, it's not gonna go well. Barbara! I honestly really like her designs. Like, other than the whole, like, creepy thing of being a sort of idol, I really like her design. How? What do you mean, how? She's so annoying. As said, this is my opinion. Fuck, I hit my mic. So I am going off what I mostly prefer. In my opinion, Barbara's pretty neat. Her personality can get a bit annoying sometimes, I will admit. But I'm not too mad about it, because she does feel... Because I haven't used her enough, but I think it's mostly her voice that's the issue. It's a similar situation to Paimon. It's so high-pitched that it's kind of ear-killing. Overall, like her. Mostly just good design, though. Nilu. Poor little Nilu. Okay, I love her. Her design, great. Her personality, pretty good. But, oh, Genshin did her so dirty. Look, like, after Sumeru, it's pretty easy to forget about her. Like, you forget most of the Sumeru characters, excluding Alhaitham, Skara, when he appears, and I think that's mostly his own story quest, Nahida, and, God, did I ever say Alhaitham? I think I said Alhaitham. And Kabe. Like, those are the 4 people remember. Everyone else just kind of gets a bit shoved to the side. Like, it's so sad to me. Because I really like most of the Sumeru character designs. Excluding you. You're a super mid. Fuck you. It's just like, they did her so dirty. Amber. She's just mid. She's just very mid. First character you meet in the game, so I can understand it, but I'm not the biggest fan of her. She falls into like the happy-go-lucky category, which I'm not the biggest fan of myself. So that's a different issue. I'm not really the biggest fan of those like super happy-go-lucky characters. Cause it can feel a bit like too much at times. You get it? It can feel a bit like too much. Love her design. I forgot your name. I think your name is Layla. Yeah, it's Layla. I remember Kabe's voice actor saying Slayla now. So yeah, her name is Layla. She is great. I love her characterization of being super sleepy and the moon. Sadly, you don't see shit of her in the Sumeru storyline, which makes me sad. I love her design. I love the characterization I've seen of her. And I love her whole, like, sleepy time moon motif with her shields. Great character. Not much to say. Yanfei. I don't like you. This is more of a spite reason than anything. Like, her character design and characterization is okay. It's pretty mid in my opinion. But considering how fucking many times she appeared to me while I was trying to pull for any other 4-star during a specific banner, I think it was Child Banner that she was last on, I was just like, okay, why are you here 5 times? She's at C4. She appeared to me so many times that I can't just help but spite her. Just, no. I'm getting eepy. And my throat was in pain. Did I turn off my music on accident? Hold on. My music literally just shut itself off. Whoops. I just realized the music had turned off. Apologies. Okay, let's get back to it. Ningguang! Oh, you poor... It's another case of Nilu, where after the storyline, you just forget her instantly. And also, her being a 4-star and her skill is just... They did her so dirty with how they built her. They did her so dirty. They just did her so dirty. In the actual, like, characterization. Well, not characterization, the gameplay aspects. Who the fuck is using a wall shield? Other than to fuck around as Jean and throw a character over it like 5 times. Who is genuinely using that? it's so sad to me because she can clearly do so much more in the storyline. She literally sends the Jade Chamber into a bitch, sacrificing what is basically her whole life to do it. And it's just like, wow, she is really forgettable. It's actually depressing. Kojo Sara. Mid. Like, her characterization is pretty good. I like her whole crow-related thing. But her overall design is not my favorite. It's just a case of personal preference, like. And also, she is also pretty forgettable. In my opinion. She's like really one of the most forgettable characters in my opinion. Other than literally Yunjin, who I forgot the name of. You see her like twice in the storyline and then never again. Doesn't help me not liking her that she's a bow user. But yeah, another character who just got really mistreated by the game. Al Haytham. My first 5-star. Honestly, really love him. Personality, design. His gameplay is also pretty good. He is my Dendro DPS when I need it, although admittedly I have now switched him out for Risley, as I've been trying to level up the dude. Which has been going, okay, I need to material grind more, really. But honestly, pretty big fan of Al Haytham. Voice lines can get a bit repetitive, but, you know, nothing too bad. I've seen worse. Nahida. Really like her design, honestly. And the scene at the end of the Sumeru story quest is also really cute. Great personality, great design. I like the fact that that if you didn't know beforehand that she's the Archon, it's very nicely built up in my opinion. At least from what I remember. I haven't played the Sumeru storyline in God knows how long. I speedran all of that shit. But I really liked her overall, like her characterization in the storyline and everything. Sorry, my brain is slowly shutting down. The program is not doing great. Raiden. Good design. Nice design, even. But her personality as the villain, or as a playable character otherwise, sucks. Like, I much prefer when she was a villain in the Inazuma storyline, because from what I've seen, she goes from the strong, intimidating woman to another basic stereotype, basically, where she's like basically super clueless, kind of an idiot. I'm not a fan of it. Don't have her, haven't done her story quest, but I'm not planning to because I've never liked her in the first place. Nice design. No, great personality. Oh, poor Kokomi. She has such an issue. Her, Jean, and Kaching have the same issue of falling into the overworked powerful woman stereotype. Where their story quests is just them asking the traveler to go get them something. Or help them with something. And that gets not only repetitive, but annoying as shit. Because you slowly begin to realize that all three of these characters are basically exactly the same. And Kokomi is a really bad case of this. Because she's meant to be like the genius leader of the rebellion. She's like meant to be a total genius and know everything for herself. But her storyline follows into the same overworked stereotype shoes that Jean and Kaching's fall into. And it's not great. I'm really not a fan of her characterization sometimes. Because I really love her design. Her design is great. Gives off total mermaid vibes. But, you know. Ah, yes, Zhongli. May just be because I'm gay. May just be because I really like his design generally. But he is a great character. I feel like Genshin puts a lot more effort into the guys' characterization than the gals. Which makes each of them pretty separate. I just realized that the majority of these... that the vast majority... that the entirety of the personal favorite slot is taken up by guys. Oh dear. Zhongli's characterization of a god who literally just gave up his ability to be... his like, godlike power for a bit to just be a normal person and forgetting how money works. And forgetting his wallet constantly is way funnier than it should be. Design, great. Personality, great. Gameplay, amazing. I just forget when I was trial running him, he is a great character. Sadly, I didn't get him during my polls. I tried to pull for child. Oh no, Klee. Love her. Finally, we have a girl in this line. It's just a menace. Her chaos of a personality is great. Like, Child Go Boom Boom is wonderful. Jumpty Bumpty, great little guy. And, like, the fact she is very elven also helps seal this. Because, like, it's just pure chaos. This is a being of pure chaos, and I love her for it. Just pure chaos. It's great. God, why am I getting so eepy? Albedo. Love his design. His characterization is very mid, from what I know. If I remember correctly, he's a homunculus. And to my knowledge, emphasis on to my knowledge, because sadly everything about him is in the fucking story quests. Or in events that I never get to do. He seems overall like a very, like, compassionate character. Just a total science nerd. Love him, honestly. Not... His characterization, though, overall is pretty mid, in my opinion. Not enough to be put into the mid category, but he's... Design, pretty good. Like his little floof in the back going on. You can't see it in this front view, but I know there's floof back there. And, you know, just great characterization for the little guy. Baido. I'm probably pronouncing her name horribly wrong. Her design, in my opinion, is pretty mid. Like, I know the idea. I like the idea behind it. But it's a similar situation of Candace, where it's just like, okay, it feels a bit too sexualized. Like, this feels like way too much. Although I can give off a bit I can give a bit more leeway here, or leeway. because of the fact that it's overall not the worst, certainly. I've definitely seen worse for this poor character. Plus, the color palette is nice. It's more of a case of just too sexualized for my tastes. Oh. As I have said, this falls into a same situation of Candace. This poor man needs some clothes. Love his personality, though. Like, all of the puns this man makes, great. The electro characterization, also great. He is a great character, in my opinion. I really like his design. But but the issue comes with the fact that so much is exposed again. Because I'd imagine that you'd want to, prevent sunburns. Unless they have a fuck ton of sunscreen out there. But it's just like, ugh. Twink tits out. And once again, all of this is my opinion. You could totally disagree on me. But just please cover up, dude. I don't want to deal for a red Sino. Shiny Sino. Ah, yes. You. I don't like her. I don't like Farozan. I really don't like Farozan. Oh my god, we're barely through this list. I'm gonna need to rapid fire if I want to finish this in time. Don't like her. Not a fan of her design. Miku. Next. Sucrose follows a very similar issue. Not a fan of her personality. She is mildly terrifying. Meh. Diluc. You poor soul in your model. Like, dinky ass model aside. I think they made Diluc first for the models, and his model being shit aside, I overall really like his characterization and general design. Plus, the hawk that appears on his arm is pretty neat too. He just really needs a model update. I'm sure you've seen the memes of this poor man's model just not working right. It is really funny. Kaya! Do I need to explain myself? I don't think I do. Great model. Well, overall pretty good model. Great design. I'm pretty sure the darkest skinned character out of the cast, which is a bit depressing now that I think about it. Big fan. Was there 2 models in Nahida? Anyways. Ayaka! Very mid. Her characterization? Not a fan of it. Her design? Mid in my opinion. Kazuha! I really like him, honestly. Not only is his gameplay good, where he's just like the best fucking support you could grab. Just realized I put these 2 next to each other. Anyways. His characterization of like a fairly poetic guy who's basically in constant mourning of his friend is really honestly nice in my opinion. Generally cute little man. Pet pats. Kale! I fucking love her. Is there much to say? She's baby. I want to punch the doctor because of her. And also, pet pat. I don't have much to explain. She's great. Mona! From what I know, mid-personality, but her design isn't horrible. Shinkyu. Love him. Like, he is my current Hydro support. He is the only Hydro character I have leveled above 20. Need to grind more to get him up to level 80 and 70s. But, he's good. I like. Zhao! I like. There's not much to explain. Emo boy. Ganyu! Falls into the same pivot as Kokomi. Overworked waifu. Ayato! Love his design, personality. I don't know much about, but from what I can tell from the Boba Tea animation, I will like him. I would probably like his personality. Yai Miko! You scare me. Tainari. I fairly like him. His personality is better than his design, that's for certain. Like, I much prefer his personality. His design is a bit iffy, but his personality is pretty good in my opinion. Pretty nice guy, cares for Kale. Pet pat. Goro! I'm slightly sad I don't have him yet. I really like his design. And his personality. Knowing the fact that he's just tiny is funnier than it should be. Because I know this is meant to be a whole ass adult man. If that is not an adult man, I am surprised. Because he's kind of like a general, technically. I would be worried if that's not a grown-ass man. Very squishable. Pat pat. I love his butterfly animation. Ka-ching! Same pivot as Kokomi and Ganyu. Overworked waifu. Lisa, you fucking scare me. Jean. Ka-ching times 2. Chung-yoon. I don't know enough about him, but during the poetry event, I liked his personality. It was a bit annoying because it got, like, slightly too repetitive, but there was a few, but I like his whole, like, pure yang spirit, exorcist type thing going on. Really, really a fan of him. I just spite you. Yola! It's a great personality, hunkered down by a pretty mid design in my opinion. Like, I love her backstory. But her design is really not my cup of tea. Like, girl, can your legs breathe? Can you feel them? Cause that's just the issue here. Can you feel your legs, woman? Cause she is fighting and spinning and shit in these, so they must be tight. Good character, personality, weighed down by a horrible design. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I love Kairara's design, characterization, everything. She even has like little paws on the bottom of her boots, I think. Probably spelled her wrong. Yep, as I said, little paws. Her characterization as like a delivery cat is really cute in my opinion. And from what I know of her personality, she's great. Very pattable. Look at her. Very squishy. 10 out of 10 little cat. Venti! Or Tone Deaf Bard. I really like his character. Sure, his, like, weird drunken rant thing, his whole, like, you know, poet bard thing can get a bit annoying sometimes, and his whole line joke is getting a bit overused, but I really like his design. For being an Archon of Animo, yeah, I get it. He's nice. Pet pet. Yoimiya! You're honestly forgotten. And I say it's another case of a mid-design holding back a good personality. Like, I really think it's a case of a mid-design holding back a good personality. Something about her design is just so, Good personality, bad design. Meanwhile, I'm a pretty big fan of Sayu, honestly. Her characterization is another case of like Layla's, where it's like a very tired character, is great. When you meet her in the storyline, it's pretty memorable because she just fucking appears from her little round state. She is wonderful. I love her. I don't have her yet, but I love her. Mika. It's a mid personality with a good design. Just gonna say. Like, wait, that was the wrong one. No. Okay, yeah, I'm chronically stupid. Okay. His personality is a little bit annoying. It falls into the same Noelle pitfall. Where it's like, okay, please shut up by now. Like, these two did not stop talking during the poetry event, and it really got to me. Hu Tao. I really like her, honestly. Her characterization as a little trickster is great. Her whole death thing is wonderful. I don't even know what the fuck she is, but I love her anyways. Good, and also I'm pretty sure she's a good damage dealer. Diana. Her design is pretty mid, in my opinion. Like, I don't know what's going on with her hair in the front, but something about that just doesn't work, in my opinion. I love her personality, though. Like, her personality in its own is actually wonderful. Oh god, I only have 10 minutes left of the stream. Fremine! I love him. There's not much to be said. Lynette. I like her. Not much to be said. Actually, I really like her. Lenny! Go with your sister. You're both great. Alloy. I don't know you, but your design is pretty mid. I think you're a crossover character. Signora. Fuck you. Dedator. That's Farina. Fuck you. Let's just do Farina. I like your design. I don't know enough about you, though. I think I'm gonna crown and do the Archon quest. I don't need to explain anything. Sigwinny, don't know enough, but honestly, I really like her design and characterization so far. Fuck. Navia! Pretty good, gotta say. I've definitely had worse, though. Charlotte, I think that's your name. Your design's nice, but your personality is like mid to eh. Risley, I don't need to explain anything. Shut up. Is that Charlotte again? Oh wait, these are just the updated versions of some of them. Okay, Navia. Yeet. I don't know, I don't remember your name, but I like your design. And then I'm not touching that random guy from the comics. I don't even know his name enough to be able to, like, make an actual note on that. Okay, that is probably all for today. I've got to go find somebody to raid. Don't even think there's anyone left in here to raid with me. There's the raid message, as per usual. Copy that shit. And as per usual, we are raiding Loxus. Why? Because I have no one better to raid currently. I need to go follow more people. Anyways, goodbye.